You, I know what you're doing. You're looking at this video and chances are you are not subscribed to the channel. Come on. If you are subscribed to the channel though, of course, one love. I love all here. But if you're not subscribed yet, I still love you, yeah? Just share the video and thing. But subscribe. Come on. Fun fact, for this video, I will be saying time a lot. So, here's a quick challenge. Take a shot every time I say time. This is tea. It's not alcohol. Come on. Me take a shot for every time I say a word, I would be dead. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you know how we do it on a Tuesday, it's another personal development video. Today we're going to be talking about time and how to get the most out of time. That's 2 shots already. A lot of times I've noticed within myself, I've been grown up as a stickler for time, mainly because of how my dad, operates with time. And I think that's something that he inherited from his dad, and it's a family thing, and they love to be on time. So I grew up understanding the importance of time, and I'm just gonna share 3 quick things that I think you should implement into your daily schedule or practices or whatever you do in order to maximize your time. So the first thing that a lot of people get wrong in terms of time management or so is that when they get down to the bottom of it, a lot of people don't have respect for time. And if you don't respect time, how then can you take it seriously when you actually have to utilize time? Now, we use the saying use time or make the most of your time, but really and truly time is not yours. So time is not really an asset, but it's something that's granted to you because luckily you didn't die yet. So you have all these hours in the day to utilize. And the first way that we must get that fundamental respect for time is understanding that we don't have time. It's as simple as that. I mean, one of my favorite quotes as it comes to time is that it's not that we don't have much time, it's that we waste a lot of it. So when you have respect for time and you understand how valuable and rare it is, you tend to want to maximize the little amount that you've been granted. And of course, this respect not only comes to your time, but it also comes to the respect of others. Sometimes we just waste times. We know something is supposed to start at this specific hour. However, we all have this general attitude that it's gonna be late, so I can be late because, hey, why not? And from that instance now, you then disrespect the organizer's time, the people who actually plan this event, telling you it's 7 o'clock and you show up at 8 o'clock. It's very disrespectful. So overall, gaining a respect for time helps us to maximize time because we understand how scarce this resource that we're granted is. The second thing I'm going to be talking about is accomplishing tasks within given parameters. Many of us fail to schedule in specific tasks or objectives that we have for a set period. However, we fail because we either overestimate the task or underestimate it. My grandfather held the belief that if you set out 2 hours to accomplish something and you can actually get it done in an hour, don't use the extra hour trying to do more of what you set out to do. If you understand what I'm saying, it would mean that you have already overestimated what the task at hand is. And that is the same when you underestimate a task. A lot of times we say, okay, I'm going to dedicate 2 hours to doing this assignment. And we don't finish it, or maybe we don't reach a part where we expected, or that's in anything in life. And then we tend to now want to push in more hours because there's a sense of needing to accomplish this task. However, that is in a form a waste of time, unless of course you don't have something that is much more important than that schedule to attend to. Then I think you should really sit down and reassess the amount of time that you give to specific tasks or specific ordeals. So for example, if something takes you 1 hour, what's the point of putting 2 hours aside to do it? And then you just loaf around because, hey, I got it accomplished earlier. No, that is not the best way to approach that. Instead, from that, once you finish that task, use the remaining time to reassess how much time that you actually commit to something. So even when we don't get a lot of things accomplished, sometimes we dedicate too much time to something that is quite simple. And I think when you operate within these parameters, you become a bit more efficient with handling time, because either you know that this is the speed I need to pace myself in order to fully utilize this, or I could actually slow down and pay more attention to intricate details when carrying out this task. And then the last tip I'm sharing is just to become much more cognizant or aware of the time around you. So a lot of us get our time from the phone. You know, we look at our phones and okay, we could check the time there, but that actually wastes so much time. Because if you ever look at your screen time apps and see how much hours of your life you're actually dedicating to the use of your smartphone, a lot of people were shocked the first time I showed them that feature on the iPhone, and I think Android has a way to record it. You'd realize how much time you actually waste. So to become cognizant of time, buy a watch. So I need to buy a watch or get a clock, get an hourglass, get something to alert you that time is passing, and the time that we thought we had in the last hour, yeah, that hour has now elapsed, and this is what we have left. So it's very important to understand what the time is. I mean, the only way to maximize something is to have that knowledge of it, correct? And overall, just utilize time to a better extent. I think once you have that personal, for example, the first point, that personal respect for time, you become better at operating with the times of others. And that's a trait that's disappearing from the world. Often times we don't respect one another's time, and we just end up becoming very inefficient. You'd see many quotes that say, you know, all of us have the same 24 hours in the day and we utilize this and blah blah blah. And you know, you could go on to read millions of quotes about time, but the most important time that you could utilize is now. So that's it for today, guys. I mean, like I said, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share this video. Of course, this is all coming in a timely manner because a lot of us are about to go back to school. A lot of us are about to probably even start up new things. And especially with this situation that's going on globally, time is becoming much more strained. So we all have to take care of each other in that regard and utilize time to the best extent that we can. So, like I said, we'll see you again on the channel next week. Until then, stay safe.